Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be working on these little nails because we're going to be stamping. We're going to use just one gel polish, the rest is all stamping today. I'm going to apply this purple shade across all of those nails. This gel polish is from Madam Glam, as you all probably can tell already. I do have a discount code in the description if you want to check it out. It will save you guys 35%, so make sure you check it out. Today's design is one of those where it involved no physical nail art skill. You don't have to be great at nail art at all, as long as you're able to put some polish on a plate, scrape it, pick it up with a stamper, then you are absolutely golden. I love these nail designs, especially for beginners. I find that they open a new world to people who are just starting out in nail art, and they might not be creative or they might not like to draw or anything like that, but still really like to do nails and like busy nails as well. Then this kind of design is literally for you. Sometimes I like a change. I sometimes do a lot of nail art, and sometimes I prefer to stick to the stamping plates and do something a little bit different. So today's video is that different video. So of course, I'll have all the links in the description for the products and the stamping plates. So if you do want to recreate this, or you completely fell in love with one of the stamping plates that I'm using today, it will be all down in the description for you. So these are going in the lamp. Here's our first plate. It's Artist Collection plate number 30 from Moyu London. And this one is really nice because it's got a lot of swirly whirly lines in them. And this is Paradise Collection plate number 1, also from Moyu London. This has to be one of my most used plates for the summer, really. I've probably picked it up more than any other plate. Before, I probably would have argued with you and said that I pick up a lot of the time my animal plate. But that one has actually just been left to chill. It hasn't been picked up for a little while now, actually, and I've just been picking up that one non-stop. It's just because it's got the perfect palm trees, the perfect tropical vibe, all the leaves and everything on there are absolutely perfect for any scenario, any background colors, anything that you're working on. If you need a plate and it has to, you've got a tight budget, pick that one up. Trust me, you will not regret it. And if you do have something similar already, take it out, give it a go, and you'll be shocked with what you can create with that plate. So when it comes to the design, we're going to stamp the exact same swirly line design on 3 nails. So I decided to pick that middle one. The one on the right felt like there was way too many lines, and I kind of really wanted that purple to come through. And then the one on the left was giving me too much, I don't know, I just wanted it to be a little bit more messy, and those lines seemed a bit too perfect, so I decided to go for the middle one. This is also my first time, I believe, using this plate. I think it is. I don't think I've used it before. And this pattern is basically mimicking a little bit like a marble effect on the nail. So once again, if you don't know how to do marble, you struggle with marble, you don't really get it how you want it, you can get a plate, you can stamp it, and you're literally golden. So if you also didn't want it just to be one color and you really wanted that colorful marble effect, you can place a couple of different colored stamping polishes down and just scrape them together to create this kind of mixture of colors on your stamping plate. And then if you pick it up that way, you'll also create this beautiful ombre, different colored marble effect, which is probably a bit more what you were going for. So there's also different opportunities with stamping. So I absolutely love it. You'll probably know I'm obsessed with stamping, and it's been a little while. It's been a little minute since I did a proper strictly stamping design. I know that at some point I wanted to do like a stamping Wednesday where I strictly stick to stamping, and that on every Wednesday you get basically a design like this one where it's just literally strictly stamping. But it didn't really work out. I ended up actually becoming a bit more busy, but I found more time now. I'm back onto YouTube. You guys are going to get more regular content and all over my social medias as well. So check me out on TikTok, Instagram. I also upload sometimes on Facebook as well. So do check me out because I'm on a roll. You guys are going to get so much content from me. So now here I'm just finishing up the last third nail that we're working on with these swirly lines. So as you can see, because the nail, although it's smaller than my usual nail beds that I'm usually working on, it's still too large, so I had to double stamp it. But luckily you can't tell with that pattern. So it's another reason where when you pick up a design, you want to make sure that if you do have to double stamp, it will work better or well together. That was probably another reason why I decided to go for that middle pattern. Then I wanted to pick up those lines, and I see these kind of designs all over Instagram and TikTok and Pinterest where you kind of stamp in the middle, then add a little word there, and it just kind of gives a really cool effect. So I stamped down that one. I missed the side a little bit, but that's okay. And then the very last thing that we're going to pick up from this plate is going to be that word at the top, and it says inspire. There was a couple of words up there that I could have picked from, but I went for inspire. Probably mostly because of the size, but just because my nail bed is small and kind of where I envisioned to place it, the inspire worked the best. So we're going to place it just above the lines on the right hand side, and that's done. That plate is fully done now. We're cracking on with the Tropical Paradise collection plate. Look how good that plate is. Look how good. I promise you guys it's clean. I don't know why it's got those lines. I kept trying to wipe it with acetone. I just kept making those lines. I don't know how else to clean my plate without making those lines sometimes. So just bear with me. I don't know how to get rid of them without literally polishing it forever for them to go. So here we're going to use a little bit of a technique. So I'm going in with that parrot with a white stamping polish. And I'm going to go in with that parrot again with a black. And we're going to stamp it not on top of that parrot, but next to it to create this shadow effect. I absolutely love doing it. I think it looks so cool, like so cool, especially later on. I love matte top coated nails, so today's set will be matte top coated, especially when I do stamping. I just feel like it really brings everything to life for some reason. Everything looks so crisp when I matte top coat it when it comes to stamping, so that's why we're going to matte top coat later on. But as you saw, we stamped next to it, and it literally creates such a cool little effect, especially if you're ever struggling with how to stamp, or if you've got a plate that you're really wanting to work with and you're kind of struggling to put it all together. Just pick up a couple of little designs and do that shadow effect, and it will literally look cool. It will literally look cool. Sometimes when I'm stuck, I do it and I'm like, wow, that literally did it. It's literally perfect, and I can carry on with the rest of the design. So I don't think I mentioned, but you can probably already tell by now, but I am using some Born Pretty stamping polishes. They're super affordable, which is why I like to use them, and they're super good as well. So beginner or a pro in stamping, they are amazing. So if you are new to stamping or want to get into stamping, I will forever rave about the Born Pretty polishes. They are absolutely amazing. I have to admit, they don't have the most color selection like clear jelly stamper does, for example, but they have the cores, and they do have a nice little variety of shimmers and chromes and stuff like that, so it's enough to get you started. And if you wanted to explore any other brands or expand your color collection, then there are of course other brands out there that you can try. So when it comes to the swirly lines, I am now going in with just random little leaves and just placing them, couple at the top, couple at the bottom, and kind of trying to leave enough space where you can still see the swirly lines. Otherwise it would have just been a waste of just our time placing those swirly lines there. So we are going to have two nails that are going to have those leafy designs placed. I love those kind of designs as well, because I can just have fun and pick any leaf that I want. You can pick up leaves that you've never used before and stamp it, and it will literally work, whatever you kind of want to go for. So for this other nail, I just went for a different leaf that I have not yet used. So I'm going on with this big one here. I am not very good with leaf names, so I won't be able to name them. I'll just call them all leaves. They're all leaves. Tropical leaves. But yeah, that one's going at the top. And we're going to place a couple of other ones, just the same as we did on the other nail. The very last marbly nail that we've got there, I'm actually going to leave clear. We're going to matte top coat it in a second, and then we're going to do some crystal placement on there. We're going to whip out my opal crystals, which I feel like I haven't used for a while, but now that I've taken them out, I've been kind of using them in all sort of designs. I've just kind of reminded myself with how beautiful they are, so you might end up seeing a couple of those coming up on some designs, but they're stunning. I get my crystals on AliExpress. They are not real crystals. You could say like dupes, I guess, but they're still so sparkly and so nice. And since I'm doing these nails literally for YouTubes, I don't really have to use real Swarovskis or Preciosas or anything like that. This is just to create content, show you guys different products, show how to use those products, and inspire you with nail designs. And that way I don't have to use real ones. I can just, get a bunch of fake ones, and they still do the job for what I need it to do. So now we're on our last nail for stamping, and then we can crack on with the rest of the design. It's just crystals really, and matte top coating. So for this Inspire nail, I kind of wanted to do that shadow effect again to kind of bring in that parrot in a little bit better. So I'm going in with leaves again. It's just I'm going to do that shadow effect. So I'm going in with this one. This one reminds me of those ones that they use in films where they kind of like used to cool people down. You know what I mean? Like just up and down, cooling the gods down. So I went in with that one, and then I'm going to go in with that big leaf one on the left as well. There we go. So I'm going in with the white first. Then I'm going to wipe the plate, pick it up again with the black, and of course place it next to it to create that shadow. I feel like you can't tell as much with this nail when it comes to shadow, just because I kind of didn't have much space to place the leaves, especially the one at the top. I placed the white one, not thinking that I need to place a black one right next to it, and the inspire word was kind of in the way, so I had to make do with what I got. So it's not the best, but it's still kind of, you know, it still kind of did what I needed it to do. So placing the black down now, and then one more leaf, and then we're done with the stamping. We are done, almost. And then we can matte top coat, and then you can see the final results, and they are stunning, stunning. There we go. Here goes the leaf right next to it. It took me longer to stamp because I was like, oh, the word inspires in the way. God damn it. There we go. So that's done. There we go. Here they are. This is the last time you're going to see them glossy-ish. Time to matte top coat. I'm using a UR Sugar matte top coat. I do not recommend. I'm just using it up. This is the only matte top coat I have now, and I'm just trying to use it up because it still does the job. It's not amazing in any means. So I'm just using it up, and then I can invest some money into some better matte top coats. So just applying it on all of those. I find that you want to apply a thicker layer, and the reason I do that is because I like to kind of glide my brush rather than scrape on top of the stamping, because I don't want it to smudge. So that's why you might see me use a bit more polish than I usually do. And here I was kind of thinking, oh, something smudged there. So that's exactly what happens. So you want to be careful. You want to be a little bit careful. Pop those into the lamp, and here they are. I love the matte. Love, love, love. So for this nail, I am using my rhinestone glue gel. I've really fast tracked this because I took my time. So I've got this circle AB crystal I've not used before. So I placed that in the center, followed by just 2 ABs on either side, and then, not ABs, sorry, opal, and then I finished it off with an AB as well. And then I just did my standard, grab some caviar beads, pop it in between the crystals, just finish it up, making it look snazzy and cute and extra, just like I like it. So just add those. Of course, they are not compulsory. They're literally just me always wanting to be extra. And ever since I experienced caviar beads, I just can't stop using them. They're literally amazing. I just feel like every time I do a crystal placement and I don't place caviar beads, it's just not done to me. I just need to add them. So there we go, that's almost done there. You can pop it into the lamp. I love this nail. This is probably gotta be my favorite. I just love sparkle. So that one is going into the lamp. We have one more nail, which is going to be that parrot nail. And I'm going to place some at the top right hand side and then bottom left hand side. And we're going to do one fairly big AB. No, opal, gosh. Keep forgetting the word. Followed by 2 smaller ABs on either side, and that's it. So we're not adding any extra crystals. And once again, we're going to finish it off with adding the caviar beads in between the crystals. So here's me just searching for the same sizes. That's what happens when you've got your crystals mixed. So there we go. It's just going to be tiny. I keep forgetting I'm working on small nails. I keep wanting to put these big crystals down because I always work on my stiletto nails. And I have to remember they're tiny little nails. They don't need the massive crystals. And the amount of times I placed down a big crystal, I was like, oh my God, this has to go. This has to go. It's way too big. It's way too big. So here I'm just adding the rhinestone glue gel in between the crystals just to add the caviar beads in there. I am using my card rhinestone glue gel if anyone's wondering. I should have a discount code in the description as well for my cards if you wanted to go shopping. They're also amazing. I love them too. Love, love, love. Add the caviar beads, pop it into the lamp, and the set is all done. Here they are. I love them. I love them. I just love how artsy and fun and tropical they are. So I hope you guys liked them too. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.